I'm really excited to share with you our next presenter. We're going to learn a little bit more about some strategies to enhance our school nutrition programs. Many of you may already be familiar with Devinder Kumar, who is with us today. From his participation in webinars to articles or other features about his program, which was recently featured in Forbes magazine. Shout out, hey! Devinder Kumar is the Director of Food Services at Wonderful College Prep Academy, which is a K-12 charter school. And he's here today to share what he has learned about school food and share his knowledge with us. He is absolutely passionate about food, health, and the community. He was the executive chef for Stanford University Dining. And in 2020, Devinder expanded his impact by joining Wonderful College Prep Academy, where he has highlighted his commitment to quality and innovation through health and wellness and nutrition-centric programs. We welcome Devinder to this conversation. Thank you, Chef.
Wow, give it up for our MC, Miss What an introduction. I'm not used to it, and trust me when I said that 20 years wearing a chef coat, now this is not working as good with me. So let me take that one off. And let me roll my sleeve as I intended to do. Good morning, everyone. Okay, that we just came back from a wellness break, so I'm gonna need more than that. I'm talking without mic, and you are not talking enough for me. So let's try it one more time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes. Now it feels like that the party just began. First and foremost, welcome to the 10th annual School Wellness Summit and Week of Wellness. Wow. Right? So that Erin said that every time I say Week of Wellness, she's going to say, wow, Week of Wellness. Wow. There you go. And a month that we're celebrating Farm to School. As Erin earlier said, that my name is Devinder Kumar. I'm a Senior Director of Student Health and Wellness. Just transformed into this role. My previous role was Nutrition Service Director, and before that, I spent about 10 years on the other side in a small university named Stanford University. And now we run a couple of a charter school in Delano and a Lost Hill on a 99 and a 5. So before I start, first and foremost, thank you to the Academy for this honor. Wait, wrong speech. Yes. No, all kidding aside, thank you to the Santa Barbara County School Wellness Council for hosting this annual School Wellness Summit. What a great opportunity, especially for someone who does not come from a K-12, and I came amidst COVID. By the way, that's my work emails. They are telling me that I'm needed. So I'm spending it, but I choose to spend this time with you, so what an honor. So my background is not a K-12. I came in a K-12 3.5 years ago, and then it was all alien to me. I did not understand any of it. Idea was, how can I tap into resources? How can I tap into the network like you have around you today, and learn and do the best practices and be able to collaborate, showcase, and create a model that's scalable and replicable. And this is the journey I'm going to talk through this presentation, the Farm to Future. By the way, we were Farm to Fork not long ago. Our approach is now to a future, and we'll talk about why future now. Farm to Future, the GPS to our nutritional excellence. How many of you are ready? Now it sounds like we are ready. So as I mentioned earlier, 2020 to 22 was pretty humbling. I mean, the chuckle says it all, right? 100% students eating in the classroom to 100% student eating at the dining hall and everything in between. And it was a time where you wake up in the morning and you say, like, how many things I am going to tackle today? And believe me, there weren't any dull moments in that 3.5 years. Never, ever I walked to the school and I say, you know what? Today was a mediocre day. No, it was never that. It was never that. While we were trying to reach the finish line, but we may have forgotten a couple of things here and there. One of those things were participation. Even though we were trying to get ourselves afloat, but we did not pay mind to how many of the students were eating, how many of the students were actually grabbing the food, because food is in a to-go bags or containers or things sat in the warmers, and our participation took a nose dive. And believe me or not, then when I saw that person who cooks and it takes us so much pride in what we do, I wanted to figure out what was going on. My very first take was we partnered with the academic team and our senior leadership. We sent out a mass surveys. We put a kiosk and iPads within the dining hall to get as much data as possible for what was going on, why, what we were doing, and why they are not eating. And believe me, the results were heartbreaking. I have to remind you one thing, that one of the thing, everyone that's sitting here in a nutrition service, that our customer is not visiting Solowang once in a every 1 year for the summit, right? Our customers live with us for 12 plus years. So boredom is going to be a part of their daily thing unless we keep on changing things, unless we keep on engaging. Dr. Lynn rather was talking earlier about how do we engage the community, how do we bring everyone back. Bessie and Raj were talking exactly the same thing, and that became our mantra, and I'll talk about that in a second. So 2022, 23 was a year for us to listen to our community, geared back up, revamp our commitment to excellence, generating as much excitement as possible in a dining hall, and moreover, create an equitable model that could be replicable and scalable. I would use this word over and over and over again. Whatever you all do, that may very well work for your dining hall. That may very well work for your dining hall. If we are creating a solutions, if we are creating a change, then that needs to be equitable and that needs to be scalable and replicable. Whatever I'm going to show you in the next 20 plus minutes, I want to assure you, even though we got really, really lucky with the partnership, but that's the exact same thing for every single person sitting in this room, because all those things are very, very achievable. It's just we need to start somewhere, right? You can't eat an elephant in a one sitting. You have to cut it in small bite-sized pieces. So even though you are able to see what you're able to see in the next 20 minutes, you take that entire element, break it into a piece or two, or maybe entire elephant, feel free to do so. I'll be more than happy to share the lesson learned and the success stories in the last 3.5 years. And believe me, there were tons of a lesson learned. And we'll talk about the CDE and Team Nutrition partnership in a minute. And I'm chuckling already. I know, so is Crystal. So yes, the key was to create excitement around food, excitement around people, moreover, excitement around the cultures. Remember, we talked about equity. So we need to celebrate cultures, and we need to celebrate cultures yesterday. So that exactly was the same motto and a mantra for us, that we are going to create as much excitement as possible around food, people, and cultures. As I was saying earlier, before joining WCPA, that's a wonderful college prep academy, I spent 10 years with Stanford University. So I wanted to bring the spirit of a higher education campus dining, global citizenship, health, wellness, and nutrition-centric experience to K to 12. One may say quite ambitious, Devinder. And that's a crazy in me that says, it's doable, we'll see. And then we started with the 2022 23 with the multiple themed station: Latin station, global station, pasta station, grab and enjoy station, because we never want them to go, right? And of course, our Purple Pantry and some more other stations. So before I get to how are we able to do that, Erin asked me this question earlier. When you do all these stations on a food, how do you come up with the idea of doing that? Obviously, data collection and doing the food sampling. food sampling all the time. And we picked up a last 3.5, 4 year worth of data, which days we had the most participation. Those became our staples. Either it's tamales or pupusas or pozole or mac and cheese or our hamburger casserole. All those things are in there, tucked in our menu somewhere, somehow. And definitely our approach to health, wellness, and nutrition rather is going to showcase through our plant-forward approach. Every single decision we make, those are the lenses we go through, and we, at the end of the day, we do want to show 70+% of a plate that's a plant-forward, plant-centric. Then with this kind of ambitious dining service, participation and easy accessibility became a center of many initiatives. We tapped into every single grant dollar to create an easy access across all grades. With the help of actually KIT fund, we were able to buy Baby Wolfie. Wolf is our mascot. So Baby Wolfie electric food truck to kickstart the second chance and second location model. By the way, the Baby Wolfie was picked by our elementary school students. So they saw that thing. There was a contest that went out. They wanted to participate in the buy-ins, right? As Raj and Bessie was talking earlier, buy-ins from your community and from your students. We said, okay, you will win this or that if you participate in that. And believe me, the results were just amazing that we had so many great names, but I think Baby Wolfie resonate very well with what we are and what we do. Another, as I mentioned, easy accessibility earlier. With the help of a breakfast grant, we got grab and enjoy refrigerator display case, and we immediately saw significant change in participation. An idea still stays equitable and health, wellness, and nutrition centric, right? Not only that it reduced the stress on our hot meal service line, but also our participation of a busy high school students went up. So those little things, earlier I think Bessie was telling that the student want to feel like they are visiting their favorite restaurant. So you provide them a favorite restaurant atmosphere and ambience and mood in there. So intention was that if you are really busy high school student and you don't have a time between your AP classes and the regular classes, you do want to grab a compliant meal, go to us, grab either it's a salad or a wrap or a sandwich or even just a parfait and mix and match things and get yourself going for your nutritional needs. Then here's another initiative that we were able to kickstart 2 years ago. That's a Purple Pantry. How many of you know about the Purple Pantry? Purple Pantry, yes? Purple. What's the color purple in our food service represent? Allergies. So purple, hence the name Purple Pantry. Purple Pantry, we have 124 community members along with the student and our staff that have food restrictions or allergies to 24 food groups. I have a kid that allergic to blackberries and broccoli. We were talking this morning. I have one of the kid has orange extract allergy. How do you deal with all that things? I mean, it's no longer gluten or no longer lactose. It's like every single meal needs to be customized. So we went backward. I got myself an Allertrain Master Trainer certification. We went through training our staff and employees. And this is Patty. Patty does 300 customized label safe meals for breakfast, lunch, and supper for our 124 community members. Let's give it up for Patty. Remember earlier we talked about the excitement? Well, this is our dining hall. Harvest Hall became a hub for everything celebrations. This is a mini pumpkin patch in the heart of our dining hall, and it was quite humbling to learn that some of the kids, that was their first time in a pumpkin patch. Yeah, I felt the exact same way. Sometimes we are so fortunate to have access to so many things, we tend to forget this is not the same for everyone. Hence the word hence the reusing of word equitable. How do we provide access to everything that we can? So I worked with our leadership and administration to spare some funds to create programs like this within the dining hall. This is coming up in a couple of weeks for our harvest. And here is something really, really cool. Yep, it's working. So you'll see something really fun and collaborative. This is our art from our elementary student. That art was made by our elementary teacher. This is a life-size gingerbread cookie house in the middle of our harvest hall, dining hall. Idea was exactly the same. That how do we collaborate everyone in the spirit of holidays? Elementary teachers did all the work for the art. Our staff cooked thousands and thousands of gingerbread cookie. Our dining hall smelled like gingerbread for the entire holiday season. We were able to actually buy this shed. Now this shed sits in our learning farms as their tool shed. He's not going to be happy when I tell him to empty it out. Holidays are coming again, right? So idea was exactly the same. How do we create the excitement over and over and over and continue to tackle the boredom? You guys can hear me okay, right? I'm loud enough, I know. I'm a loud mouth. My mom used to call me that. So with that solutions in place, you got a unique challenges that no one prepares you. Right? So as I mentioned earlier, that we collect instant feedback, and I'm taking a pause because my technology is going to do something fun. As mentioned earlier, we take instant feedback at the dining hall. Instead of using that for a given purpose, our students were taking selfies. Hey, so my old boss and a mentor used to say, never let the good crisis go to waste. So when you look at the situation, what do the kids want? They want something to take of selfies. So guess what did we do? We brought a photo booth. So hashtag selfie time. All right, if you're not in here, you're not cheering, then we are not doing it right. There you go. So we bought a mobile photo booth for a selfie time. That was and there was a catch, by the way. You cannot go use the photo booth unless you got a ticket from your POS saying that you got the compliant lunch package. Win, win, and win. Right? Talk about win, win, and win. So obviously, before I go any further, none of this could be possible if you don't utilize the power of the relationship. We go in there, talk to your administrator, talk to your leasing and leadership team, talk to your peeps, and they would jump in there with these kind of creative idea to help support. We were actually able to fund this one through some of the dollars for the cultural events. So this one tied up with our any of the themes we were doing. So this one was right before Thanksgiving, tied up with the same school dollar going towards the community engagement and the cultural event part. We partnered with our own mariachi Lobos and high school symphony for our multiple live school events. If you have a music program in your school, those are your best friends. Treat them for a lunch. By the way, that's free anyway. Treat them for a lunch and have them come over and play during any of the services. Not even they get to practice, but also they get to see the audience that can appreciate what they are doing. Right? They will get used to being public speakers or public performers and continue to own their art, what they are learning in a school anyway. So these are the opportunities. Any opportunity, anytime I see something, my just like a wow moment, aha moment comes in, and I continue to partner with I continue to explore those opportunities. Talking of opportunities, such a great, unique program we have within our school is High School Soldiers of Change. So it's multiple groups of high school students tackling one problem at a time. And one of the problem that we heard during all of our surveys was not celebrating all the cultures. So what do? So we partnered with our Soldiers of Change, and we created the entire year calendar of what are we going to celebrate to honor who, right? It was very selective for a very first year. Last year, we kicked off in a 22-23. This calendar year, we did 4 events already. This was event number 1, Lunar New Year under the sun. Obviously, we missed that thing, so we had to come with a creative name in there. So this was almost towards when summer was there. Usually, Lunar New Year is a little early in the year. So this was an event where we have a lot of a Filipino community out there, and we have tons of Asian students who do recognize Lunar New Year as a part of their cultural upbringing. We wanted to showcase all that. And believe me, when chef put this food out there, and this is an actual food shot from our dining hall. You can see that in there. This is not publishing. He did an entire showcase of not even a food, but also education around it. We had those soldiers of change all over the dining hall, telling people why we are doing what we are doing. Right? We will touch on that in a little bit. Why we do what we do. How are we doing on the time? I tend to get carried away. So we hosted Holi in the month of May with the colorful food, mood, and music, and of course the ambience. And for the first time, we had a Black History Month celebration. The entire month, my mantra is like celebrate Black history every day, not just in the month of February, but for that entire month, we had this decoration all over the dining hall. And idea was to create opportunity for us to learn and educate and be able to share that. We partnered with the school community members to showcase local and global recipes. This is our African recipe showcase. And of course, then there is a fan favorite, right? Latino Heritage Month, taco stand, tamale station, horchata. That was a healthy take on horchata with the rice. Instead of that, we used oat milk, taquitos, fruits made with the homemade tahini, and I'm just drooling. I miss my dining. And let's get into how to make all this possible. With that many program and excitement, you must tap in every single help out there to help you support and create a collaboration opportunity. We work with the district to provide free adult meal as a part of their wellness benefit. And this absolutely unique program helped us create a dining ambassadorship among our adults. When scholars see their teachers eating at the same place, it promotes a sense of a camaraderie, sense of a community. It's very, very low-key way to talk to your teacher without in a classroom. So it creates that kind of a positive trust and environment for exchanging idea outside your formal classroom setting. I'm finishing at 11:20. All right, let me speed it up. I have 70 more slides. No. We continue to tap into every opportunity, school grounds to keep a school dollar in school, either in a professional development, back to school, ILP events. We cater them all. We absolutely. So I, as a food service director, and now as a senior director of student health and wellness, I have a first right of a refusal to every single dollar spent on food. Whatever event you have, run it through me. If I can, I will keep the dollar in school for the other programs. If not, we'll go order Taco Bell. No, we do not order Taco Bell ever. We do not order Taco Bell ever. Then earlier I was talking about that the most crucial topic. We do all this, but when do we explain why do we do this? So we are a school. And every opportunity we get to school them, we school them. We should school them. Either it's our learning farm classes across both campuses, or our harvesting food and showing why we are doing what we are doing. We have almost 3,000 pounds of food that comes from the ground from our raised beds, greenhouse, aquaponic, hydroponics, and fruit bearing trees. And obviously my favorite part of this one is not a white screen. There he goes. Branch to bottle project. We harvest about 3,000 tons of not 3,000 tons, 3,000 pounds of olives every year, or rather 4 tons of olive every year, and turn into olive oils. every single year. So we partner with the CDFA for the Farm to School grant and be able to leverage that. Our high school cohort, all right, with the HDMI, you still can have those problems. Come on. John, do you want to jump in? Yeah, it's for some reason it's flickering.
Let's get the content from online.
Let's go ahead and play that video real quick. I'll walk it through. Do you want me to just unplay it? I have 2 minutes left. That's fine. So let's do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it a little easier for you. Let's not bother John. I'm gonna do it on my laptop. That's the reason I brought a laptop with me, right? Remember, Kristen, last night I said that 2 is 1, 1 is none, right? That's what it is. So yeah, every opportunity we get to teach them what we are doing and how we are doing, we continue to do that. I'm going to just go in a straight big screen, and then we'll go get into there. All right, everyone can see this, yes? This is a great way to present. Remember, the show must go on. So our culinary cohort, we went through about 20 different students to teach them how to cook and be able to partner in a contest for a Top Chef contest. Then this is a team who won the high school Top Chef competition award. How am I doing, Kristen? 2 minutes? Invest in our own. We will talk about that in a presentation in 2 days. That why we need to invest in our own. This is the first cohort that went through a culinary classes and have a chef party for everyone standing in this picture. And guest and chef demo, anywhere we have an opportunity to create that excitement, bring those colors, and obviously be able to share what we are doing. Here's my favorite, Aaron Primer. Aaron is with us for a professional development for 23 districts for a CDE-led class on a California Bowl. Shout out to Miss Crystal Young. Please stand up and do I told you earlier that when I say I wouldn't be standing here with the knowledge I have if it wasn't for Crystal, Aaron, and a lot of people around you today, because I did not know anything. And believe me, I still don't know a lot of things, and they are always there to support, encourage, and provide you the camaraderie that you need. So you are not alone, we are in it together. Yes? All right, last 50 seconds. This is our infamous California Bowl. This is made to a USDA recipe bank. This is our CDE feature on the Forbes that we got. Who's bragging? And we grew from the team of 14 to 61 strong. Yes, and these are the ones who make it very, very easy. Today, my mantra is come for the academics and stay for the food.
Hungry. We're all hungry. Thank you so much, Chef. Excellent presentation. Your energy is infectious, and I think we have all felt just your passion. So thank you. I've had that olive oil. It is absolutely delicious, and to see it go from fruit on trees to pressed in the bottle and on your favorite dish is incredible. Your program definitely showcases your commitment to excellence, Chef. Thank you for showing us how to create equitable, scalable, replicable change. That's powerful stuff. That's exactly what I think we all came here for today. So it's really exciting to get that firsthand. And as you shared the video of the kit funds with your baby Wolfie, How many of us are now looking at how we can get a baby Wolfie with our kit funds? Yeah, love that. Thank you for the inspiration. Everybody needs to have just the idea, the energy, and the inspiration of what you're bringing to your program. So thank you so much for sharing with us in that today. And for stepping aside, I know you guys really enjoyed hearing Devinder speak today. He's going to be speaking all 3 days here. So thank you, Chef, for making that possible. And he'll continue to share with us the things that are working so well for them.